This week,
teachers who are retiring,
chemistry students partake in their annual qual lab,
a yearly tradition for the seniors at West,
carpentry excels in their final projects,
and a massive renovation to the weight room.
All that and more on the MWHS Wildcat News. Welcome back, Wildcats. I'm Shibu Sharma.
And I'm Hayden Strine. Millard West has a number of faculty members who will be retiring after this 2024-25 school year. Entertainment editor Landon Swift and staff reporter Asif Sultani have more.
As the school year winds to a close, many people are looking forward to the summer. But for 4 Millard West faculty members, it is a bittersweet feeling as a career in education comes to an end. These 4 are FCS teacher Diane Carlson, math teacher Dan Hall, social studies teacher Christy Larson, and assistant principal Mark Hawkins. Mark Hawkins has had a career in education for 34 years and has been with Millard Public Schools for 27 years.
Honestly, retiring is very bittersweet. I've loved my opportunities I've had in education, and the journey has gone by extremely quickly. So the advice I would give the person stepping into my role is to enjoy every minute and every challenge and really soak it in, because it's going to go by fast.
Christy Larson has been a social studies teacher here at Millard West since the school opened 30 years ago.
I think the most important thing that I hope kids take with them is to pay attention to the news, follow along, be aware, but mainly also vote. I mean, it's partially on you as a person to get involved at least minimally that way. So I know it's not a low bar, but I really hope kids just pay attention and actually get involved and vote once they leave Millard West.
Dan Hall has been a math teacher and a basketball coach for Millard West and hopes his teaching style leaves a lasting impact on students.
One of my favorite things is I had all 4 of my kids go through here. I had 3 of them in class. I coached 2 of them. So it's kind of been a little family affair, but this is my second family. The staff, the math department is awesome. Coaching staff, Coach Morrison, Coach Gall, but it's been quite a ride.
Diane Carlson has been the food teacher at Millard West, and she hopes that students will take away the skill of cooking.
Being at Millard West, I think the people I work with have been wonderful, and the administration is very supportive. I've taught at other schools, and so I really enjoyed working with the administration here, and the student population is very pleasant to work with generally.
As these final days wrap up, these teachers will cherish the rest of the time that they have at Millard West. This has been Asif Sultani and Landon Swift with the MWHS Wildcat News.
The boys lacrosse team plays Waukee in the state championships Friday at 8 p.m. at Creighton Prep. Come support the team.
Chemistry students have been working on their qualitative analysis project, learning more about the field and honing their abilities that they have picked up throughout the year. Staff reporter Alan Vanesson brings you the latest.
As the end of the school year rolls around, so does chemistry qual. Qual is a district-wide chemistry test that is taken at the end of the year and involves preliminary tests and using data gained to find the unknown substance.
They've been pretty easy because I got my extra credit today, so that was good, and I feel like our teachers give us enough information to get it done quickly. So
students are given 5 days to identify 4 unknown substances. They get data sheets from their teacher and are prompted to complete 6 preliminary tests. These tests include an inspection, solubility in water, a flame test, sodium hydroxide, barium solubility, and concentrated sulfuric acid test.
So I've taken notes based off the cations and the anions that I've tested and their flame colors and precipitates, and then I wrote it down in my qual book.
Everyone is kept very busy throughout these days. They are constantly testing new things with minimal help from their teachers. Chemistry teacher Miss Vonishek has been preparing students for qual for the past couple of days and getting them ready to be successful while taking it.
The students come in, they have their unknown that they're working on, and they perform the tests that they think they need to do, and then they will come up and check with me to see if they get it. If they don't get it, they go back to work. If they get it, they get a new qual, a new unknown.
As these next couple of days go on, students will continue to work to do what it takes to pass qual in the time given while balancing other classes' finals. After they finish the lab part of the qual, they will finish it off with a test of the knowledge they gained during the lab. With the MWHS Wildcat News, this has been Adeline Van Essen.
99 seniors have gone to war with each other in a yearly tradition called Senior Assassin. The game features students battling it out throughout the cities for the grand prize. Staff reporter Luca Pasha brings you more.
March 21st, 99 seniors joined Senior Assassin, an annual tradition among seniors across the world. Senior Emma McGargle has spent her last semester in high school as the game's coordinator, making sure everything runs as smoothly as possible, but her job has been no walk in the park.
Setting up the rules and making sure that I have a rule for every situation was kind of difficult, but once the game started running, then it was pretty smooth sailing from there. There's a lot of people like to argue their case, which is fine. But at the same time, I can't create a rule for every single scenario. The most exciting outcome, I think, overall is just how it's connected the senior class. Because I feel like everybody's talking about it. When the targets were first dropped, everybody was talking about it then. And it's just something, I feel like we were pretty disconnected, but now, we have a topic to go off of, and we're just all making connections through that.
While McGargle knew the game would be tough, she underestimated how serious some students would take the game. Senior Aaron Heiss was unstoppable at one point, a force to be reckoned with, evil incarnate himself.
It was so tempting to just try to get him right away. And yeah, I just had to wait for the right moment. I knew I couldn't jump on it too early. It was really fun. It brought me, all my friends together, because every time we hung out, we were always on edge. Someone ever had me, do I need to wear my goggles? And it's a really fun part of the experience of being a senior. I would have done far in the game. My favorite part was the rush of trying to go get someone out, kind of hunting them on the app, and but satisfaction when you actually get them out. It's awesome.
With Heiss eliminated, it seemed like peace and prosperity had been restored for this sacred game, but the future has been no match for senior Anna Dunn.
The hardest part about playing the game is just making the timeline, because you have a certain amount of length that you have to get your target out. Typically it's 2 weeks, but recently she's brought it down to 1 week, so trying to figure out a way to get your target out, especially when it gets kind of closer to the end and everyone's taking it more seriously, that's definitely been the hardest. It's actually connected me probably more with people than pushed away, because I've been helping others kind of get their target out. Also just having my friends help and join me along for a car ride trying to get people. So I feel like I've probably connected with more people just trying to strategize and team up together. My favorite thing is just the competitive drive that it brings. I think that's just so fun trying to get your person out and then trying to get as many kills as you can while still kind of continuing the game. So that's definitely been my favorite though.
As the school year comes to a close, so does the game. With only 4 players left in the game and a few days left of the school year, the final 4 have decided to split the prize money. These players being extremely dedicated, it might be safe to say that this was a senior assassin for the history books.
There will be an early dismissal of 12:30 for the last 2 days of school. Visit the daily announcements for the full schedule. Carpentry has been working on their final projects over the past few weeks. Staff reporter Jackson Diebold brings you the scoop.
As the final chapter to the school year comes to an end, students are gearing up for their finals. While finals week can be a stressful process for all students alike, the finals in advanced carpentry can be quite relaxing. Senior Owen Russell goes more into depth on the process of his final project.
So we had to make each part individually, and we did that as a class. And we had to make the legs, and then we have these 2x4 pieces that connect the legs together, and then a top. And it took a couple weeks to make, even with everybody in our class doing it. We made, I think, 3 of them.
In each carpentry class, a lot of the same projects are reused every year. But with Mark Anderson joining the advanced carpentry team, he has a multitude of new ideas for the future of advanced carpentry.
So right now, my first project that I want to do with the kids is a type of wall clock that I did with my previous school, an OPS, and it was the same clock that I built when I was in high school that my mom still has at her house. So I feel like it's a good project, kids like it, parents like it. It'll touch on a lot of good skills that I feel like will fall under the advanced carpentry umbrella.
Senior Ryan Robb enjoys the flexibility that carpentry has to offer. This downtime gives him the opportunity to relax and work on other projects.
I'd say like when we had to work, it was just we had off time to sit down and do other things. We didn't just fully work on our project the whole class time. So
with all the new features coming to advanced carpentry next year, students are sure to be excited for what's to come. Hopefully these new additions will inspire students to give carpentry a shot. Who knows? Maybe they'll like it. This has been Jackson Diebold with your MWHS Wildcat News.
When students come back next year, they'll see new renovations in the weight room. Staff reporter Jackson Diebold brings you the info you need to know.
Here at Millard West, the weight room has been a second home for our athletes and students who strive for a healthy mind and body. But coming this August, the weight room is about to get some upgrades.
We did it in 2 phases. Last year we renovated the inside. We got all new equipment, racks, dumbbells, flooring. It was painted. And then, so that was phase 1, and that was all fundraised by parents and sports. And then the second phase was in addition. So we are expanding it to the north. It'll add about 1,500 to 2,000 square feet of exercise space. And they were able to do it in a way that's cost effective in keeping most of the original structure. We're just going to make some walkthroughs into the new area. And that'll be phase 2, and that'll be more of like an open workout space. It'll have a turf floor to do some sprinting work, things like box jumps, ladders, bands, sleds, that kind of stuff, to get kids out of the hallways, keep them in the weight room, and provide just a little more space for the teams.
With these add-ons also comes changes to the weight room's curriculum and the way these kinds of classes will be structured. Advanced Performance, the new name for the weight training classes, will allow for larger classes thanks to the expansion. It will also allow teammates to weight train together, so they don't have to weight train before school or after practice.
So there's going to be, an area with carpet to do more like explosive work, box jumps, maybe some med ball throws, and some band work. So, it's not really consisting of towers like we have a lot of in our weight room. It's, it's some different stuff that we don't have to do in the hallways anymore.
With all these changes, students and athletes alike are sure to be hyped for what's to come. Football player Camden Batliner shed some light on his view on the add-ons to the weight room.
I'm very excited. I think it's been needed to even since I've been a freshman here, I know we had the revamp of the weight room with all the new power racks and everything, but one thing that's definitely been noticeable is the size of the weight room. I think it'll be a great idea to push it out more and expand it and put some new stuff in there, especially with the growing whatever. I think our school is growing. This freshman team is they have a lot of kids, so I definitely think we need more space to fit everyone in there.
Even though students and staff really don't know how the final product for the weight room is going to come out, there's no doubt that these changes will increase our athletes' performance and strengthen their bonds. This has been Jackson Diebold with your MWHS Wildcat News.
That's all for this week, Wildcats.
Thank you all for a wonderful 24-25 school year. Remember to stay safe this summer, and if you want to continue to stay informed for more stories like these, you can feel free to visit the Catalyst online and listen to the Outpour Radio.
From the MWHS Wildcat News, this has been Hayden Strine
and Shibu Sharma.